Right guys, it looks like we've had a delivery. The latest addition to the FN2, some 17-inch wheels. At long last, finally got them. Just needed them for the longest time ever. Hopefully they actually make a difference to the comfort of the car. That's the main reason I bought them really, so let's go get them on the car. Right, so we're gonna start off, gonna loosen every lug nut on the car. So we got the 18, tied quite thin, and we got the 17. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Much nicer, isn't it? So we got all the wheels on, car started up, they're all torqued to 108 Newton meters, all inflated to the correct PSI. I'm so nervous, as in like, I don't know how much of a difference this is actually gonna make. And they cost me £800, and for a normal person, that's quite a lot of money to spend on some tyres, and well, wheels and tyres. So if it hasn't made any difference to the comfort, it looks better, but my main reason for buying them was the comfort. So we're gonna drive to work. That's where I'm going. I'm driving to work, and we're just gonna see. I pray it's noticeable. I actually have to get some speed before I just judge them based off of driving down some shit roads. Right, it feels better over speed bumps. That's 100%. Yeah, so let's move on to whatever it is future Owen is doing next. So recently I put new wheels on the car, and I thought it would help with the issue I've been having with the comfort, but I put the new wheels on and it's started rubbing the wheel arch. So today we're changing the spring. I've never even attempted something like this, and I've never even really thought about it either, but today we're doing it. So I've got the wheel off. I've put WD-40 on all the bolts that I'll be removing. So I did manage to take the strut out of the car, but you'll never guess what happened. I bought the wrong part again. So we're back on a different day because the new shock absorbers I bought did not fit my car. We've got some Sachs shock absorbers, and we've got my old springs, and we're going to fit them onto the car today. It's been a long journey leading up to this, and we're going to do it today. So I'm just going to start by taking off the two giant bolts that connect it to the hub, the drop link arm, and the brake hose that is connected to it. So we're going to do that now. Before I do anything else, I'm just going to make sure it fits through the new one, because this was the issue last time. This was what didn't fit. Would you look at that? Fits perfectly. Amazing. There it is. I made that a lot more difficult than it is. That's for sure. Jesus Christ. So the shock is out. Spring and all the malarkey. It's pretty battered, pretty rusty. I think this is the one from factory, to be honest, because it's very, very old, and it's got 110,000, 115,000 miles. So if this has never been changed, I'm not surprised it's looking a bit worse for wear. There's a little bit of fluid around the bottom of the shock. But we're going to get my spring compressor springs, get the old one off, and then we'll put the old springs back on with the new shock absorber. So let's do that. So we've got the spring compressor here, and all this does is you put this into the compressor, nice and easy somehow, not like that, but you get the idea. And then you press the pedal, it compresses the spring so that when I take the top off, it doesn't explode in my face. So that's a good little tool to have. Finish it off. To get these fitted onto my car, it cost me like £300, and I bought the part as well. So just to do all the springs, it cost me £300, and this thing on its own costs 80. So I can do it in my own time, obviously, and I don't have to spend hundreds of pounds doing it. And this shock absorber's pretty knackered. Very oily. Right, so I'm not entirely sure why, but my camera decided to turn itself off. We've got the new shock absorber and my OEM spring, and it is on. It took a while. Now it should. There you go, plenty of space. So let's chuck the wheel back on and have a look at the ride height now. We've done the driver's side. It took me about, I think it was 2 hours in total maybe. I'm going to do the near side. I won't talk through it because it's taken me long enough as it is, so I'll just be a time lapse on it now. Unless of course something goes wrong, which is always possible when I'm working on cars. So let's go do the near side now. Right then, there it is, I've finally done it. After about, it's probably been a month since I wanted to do it. After all the trial and error and everything, I finally managed to get there. I'm praying that it's actually made a difference and that I can actually notice if it's more comfortable or not. Anyway, that should be it for now with the Honda. I need to get the Skoda, which is sat right here, through the MOT, and then I can drive that whilst I do the aircon pump on this, which I'm not entirely looking forward to because there's a lot of gas and regas and who knows, because I have no idea. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.